Uh-oh, the video starts with disclaimers. Number one, this video is about social media influencers and charities, but the practices that I'm going to be talking about are practices that are done by social media influencers and not by charities. I'm not commenting on what charities do. That's their stuff, not my stuff. Number two, I'm going to be really vague and generalize a lot in this video. That's one, because I don't want to call anyone out because I'm bad at confrontation, but also because I think that some of the SMIs who do this stuff might not actually be doing it purposefully, but it's just part of the sort of wider community way that we do things on this platform, and they might not actually realize how bad what they're doing is. Number three, this video is being put on this channel because I want people to come to this channel, view the other stuff that's on this channel, and check out everything that I'm about. That's somewhat hypocritical to some of the points that I will make later. I understand that it is kind of hypocritical, but I do kind of explain later on why I think it's not as bad. But I do want to preface that I do understand that what I am going to say today, in some light, can be seen as hypocritical. Okay, so SMIs might be using charitable causes to get profit. Let's ask our W and H questions. Number one, what? SMIs might be using charitable causes to get profit. Done. Two, when? It's been happening for a while, but I think now is the time where it's become sort of streamlined. It's become almost a process now of how to do it. Who? SMIs. More often than not, but it can be anyone really. That's what more often than not means. The ones who make lifestyle vlogs or daily vlogs. The sort of you know what it is. You know, you're on this platform, you understand that they're the people who make this is how I live, this is what's going on in the world, those sort of people, rather than people who are making like sketches or definitely no like let's players or maybe, who knows, whatever. Like just people who generally make content about the world and life and their life. Where? On the internet. Sometimes on YouTube and sometimes on Instagram and sometimes on Twitter, but you see it a lot more on Facebook, or at least I see it a lot more on Facebook. I think that's where the core demographic that these people are looking to, I don't want to say the word exploit this early into the video, but I'm going to have to exploit Hangout. That's their main viewing platform. Why? Good question. Best case scenario, the reason that they're doing it is because they don't understand that they're doing it. They just think that there's a certain way to make videos, there's a certain way that you make stuff for internet purposes, and that everything that they're doing is just the stuff that regular video makers do, and they don't think that what they're doing is actually exploitative. They just think that it is how things are done, and that'd be great. That's hopefully what is happening. The worst case scenario is they are using specific practices because they know that they can exploit people's feeling of charity that everyone has and the sort of outrage when you learn of a new problem or injustice in the world. And they're using that sort of snap outrage that we all have, and they understand the attention spans and everything that we have as the new internet culture exists, to outrage people and to propagate their own fame and wealth through awareness of their own stuff. How? I love a great how. Great question. So imagine you're scrolling through your social media of preference, doesn't matter, blah, blah, blah. And you see a video that is about a problem in the world, and it is asking for awareness for that problem. This is all great and this is all fine, but there could be a couple of little problems with that video that are bad. The first problem that could arise is, have you seen a video that is very similar, about the same topic, but it's not made by an SMI, it is actually made by a charity organization that is trying to solve this problem? That is a red flag. Now, when you make a video, you have to do a little bit of research on what you're talking about, no matter what you do. I had to do research for this video, even though it was very limited. Now, when you do that research, and especially if you're doing research on a problem in the world, you will find that there are people out there, more or less, who are trying to solve that problem. And there's no way that you can look up the problem without finding those people. Now, if in the video your SMI has sent links or talked about the organizations that are trying to help or solve this problem, great, your SMI is actually part of the solution. They're helping, they're raising awareness for the people who are trying to help. And they may have even been approached by those organizations who realize that SMIs are a really great way to get words out that, like, regular organizations don't have that sort of clout with the internet kids. And honest to God, that's the best possible option in this entire big talk. But if they're not talking about the people who are out there solutioning the thing, there is a problem. The problem being the intention of the video. Now, some would say that no matter what, awareness is the best thing you can do for a problem. That's kind of correct, but you need to know where to put that awareness. If there's no awareness to the people who are trying to solve the problem, and all of the awareness is going to the social media influencer who is making the video, that doesn't solve the problem. That just gets more awareness, more views, more money for that social media influencer. Now, this is a very skeptical way to look at charity videos. That's kind of the evil mindset that you have to have when you make videos and stuff, and when you have to look into these things, because there is a big possibility that people are trying to cheat you out of money because they understand that you've got certain impulses in your head that just tell you that, you know, you need to share what this person is saying because there's a problem out in the world and we need to fix this problem, and the best way to fix this problem is to tell people about it. But if they're not showing a solution, if they're not raising a team of people or doing, if the main message of the video is to share the video, it's not a solution. It's a problem because there's no actual awareness that is going towards the solutioners of the problem. The only person who is getting any awareness is the person who made the video. And they're not doing anything. They make videos. They make things to get awareness, but it'd be like if you were selling a product, if you made a video talking about how great the product was, but not where you could get the product. Does that make sense? Not entirely. That's a pretty bad metaphor. I've got a better metaphor. It'd be if there was a video maker who told you about this really good diet or this really good workout plan and told you all about the benefits and how great it is for you and how every other workout or diet thing is doing the wrong things for you and it's terrible, but then didn't tell you what the workout or the diet, like what it's entailed in it. So it would just be telling you, life isn't good as you think. You should tell everyone that life isn't good. Now, there are two caveats to this situation. The first one is that when they did their research and when they made the video, there may not have actually been a group of solutioners who were fixing the problem. If that's the case, then obviously there's no problem with them not sharing links or sharing advice on how to fix the problem because there isn't one yet. And in raising more people together, there could possibly come, a group could form from that. But that's like, you don't, if you've seen other videos, as I said before, that's probably not happened. The other caveat is that if the solutioners are by country by country base, and so that they don't give a specific group or organization because different people are doing it all around different countries or even state by state, so it would be ridiculous, but they should, in that sense, tell you to check with your local community as to what's happening to see what groups could apply to you to help in that situation. Second problem, the SMI is monetizing or inadvertently or advertently asking the audience to check out their other content from the video. This could be done just by using one of those end slate things, or just by, you know, saying like, favorite, and subscribe, check out my other videos. Now, I understand this actually brings up a bigger debate which has many different sides and that I personally don't have a good answer to. Now, that big question is, should the people who work for charities get money or not? Or get a lot of money or not get a lot of money or whatever. Now, there are obvious benefits to charity workers getting large sums of money. Number one is that if they do get an honest wage from it, that means that they don't have to do second jobs. They can devote all of their time to that charity work. And that's amazing, because that just means there's more work being done to help all of those problems. Another one is that charity work is important, and our capitalistic system should reflect that charity work is important, because if it doesn't, that's intrinsically wrong. But there are moral quandaries with saying that charity work should be rewarded, because then it's like, is the work that's being done being corrupted by greed by that point? Could the charity be exploited by that greed? And if the money is going to if the money that the charity is getting is going to the workers rather than fixing the problem, couldn't it go to the problem rather than to the charity workers? And that's, yeah, like, but then who does the charity work? Oh, they do it out of the goodness of their heart, but if they don't do it out of the goodness of their heart, blah, 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 blah. I don't have a good answer to that question. In times like these, I like to take the undecided route, because there's not enough people who just take the middle ground and say, I can see the benefits and the flaws of both sides of the coin. We hit a lot of metaphors in that sentence. Going any further into these concepts will make this video really messy, so I'm not going to do so. And so the problem with SMIs using charities to get publicity is clear. It actually could distract from the charity, just as said with the charitable greed sort of thing, that like, you could actually, instead of being helpful to the charity, you are just helpful to yourself using the charity and the problem's name. Now, as I said in the previous segment, this is actually another very cynical way to look at things, and then it arises the question, should SMIs even make charity videos if, no matter what, there will be a certain amount of funds or fame that they get from it? And I think the answer to that is obviously no. There should be charity videos made by social media influencers. It's just that there should be proper etiquette to making them. You should see a SMI video that doesn't meet the requirements of actually linking their audience to people that can help and stuff as bad video making, not as like cheapskating or whatever, because I don't want to call people cheapskates or anything, but just say that, you know, it's a shit awareness video, like it didn't really help too much, and I think that's fine, just calling the quality out of the video instead of just saying as a whole that charity videos are ridiculous and that they don't work. That'd be so bad. But if the charity video hits all the boxes that we talk about today, and not only in one video, if in all of their charity videos or whatever, they never do things the right way, you should maybe think about whether or not the person you are watching and having a good time with is a good person, or if they are maybe exploiting you. Sorry, I'm laughing when I say exploiting. It feels very ridiculous to talk about these things so seriously. But it should be talked about seriously, and that's why I'm talking about it. Third possible problem is that the SMI doesn't present a call to action at all. This is the reddest of red flags and means that there is definitely a problem and that the video isn't good. It's not good. This means that they've seen a problem in the world and decided that they should share that there is this problem in the world, but haven't posited at all a reaction that their viewers should have to the problem. This would be like, say, if you were with a person and there was lava coming towards you, and then they say to you, hey, there is lava coming towards us. And you say, oh boy, what should we do? And they say, I don't know, but you should tell other people that I told you that lava was here. And then they say, what would that do? And then they say, sorry, you say that last line. And then they say, well, awareness is the first steps to change, so you should go and tell people. Now, awareness is great. Awareness is great. We are really unaware of what is happening in our world. We are very unwoke, as the cool kids say. But, as everyone says, awareness is the first step. And while the first step is important, the second, third, fourth, and preceding steps that get you from bad to good are way, way important as well. And you should have at least step 2 to talk about before you just try and do step 1. Because otherwise, you've just brought a bunch of people to the lava and hoped that they would all just, something lucky would happen. One of them would be all like, oh, I'm the lava specialist, I'll fix this, this is fine. And I mean, that could happen, but like, it's just not good video making. It's just not good. You can't have no message in your thing to say other than we should fix this. You should say how you should fix it. You should have a clear message to say, otherwise the video is incomplete. It doesn't have an ending. You've got to fix the lava problem, and you can't fix the lava problem just by telling everyone there's lava. Because yeah, once everyone knows there's lava, that's good, that's a great step 1, but yeah, the further steps fix the lava. Now, while all of this is such a big problem and why I'm talking about it this way is because yes, if one person does come and fix the problem or does anything, donates a little bit or does anything to fix the problem, yes, the video is valuable. The video has far more value than anything that I make because I just make entertainment stuff. What I posit is that we're getting into a bad cycle with these videos because what happens is, first step, I'm not going to do numbers anymore, whatever. First, what happens is an SMI finds a problem in the world. They make a video to raise awareness. A lot of people jump on board. Good stuff, great stuff. Then, those people get bored because past awareness, there isn't any step, there isn't any move for them to move forwards to fix the problem. They don't find one because there isn't anyone provided. And so they eventually get bored and sort of just flop off the awareness train. And then the SMI is like, oh, they find a new problem. And then they're like, oh, okay, we'll make another awareness video. And then everyone gets back and like, yeah, let's go. Once again, let's hit it. But there again isn't a step 2, the important steps to fix the problem, and so no one can do anything. And then they just fall off again. And the only person who is profiting is the SMI. They're the only person who is getting anything out of this interaction. They're the only person who is getting anything out of your outrage. And it's ridiculous because that's so inefficient. And they make bank doing this. They make a bank doing it because outrage is such an easy thing to take advantage of. But that's the other thing, is that it's so easy to make these videos and you can actually care about the thing that you're making, but if you don't put in the proper amount of care, you're going to just continue the cycle. I don't exactly have a problem with the people, and that is why I'm trying to be vague. I have a problem with the cycle. The cycle is what is bad. Now, I'm not making this video to tell you that you shouldn't care about problems in the world. That is the farthest point you could get from this. What I'm saying is that if you see a video that has these 3 problems, maybe take a step back, maybe walk back from your computer, whatever. Don't actually take a step back. Take yourself outside of a cycle that you're probably in. Think about, is what the person is presenting that big a deal to me? Is it something that I actually would put active effort into fixing? Because more often than not, you would actually want to fix these things. That's why you're getting that outrage indicator inside your body who's telling you, I should share this video because this is a problem. But sharing the video isn't enough. You need to know that right now. Sharing the video isn't enough. Check with your local charities, anything, check local, do stuff local. Anything that you can do local to fix the problem. If you can't do anything local, check for global organizations that are fixing this and maybe donate to them, or maybe donate your time to them. That's right, you can actually donate your own work, the things you do to help this problem. And when you get in and when you actually start helping and learning and finding out how you can fix the solution, then maybe look back at the video and think, did that video help? If I didn't take that moment to take a step back and actually think about these things, would that have helped? Or would that have just been something that made me angry for a bit, made me share to my friends that video, and then forget about it? And if it would do that to you, maybe you in that moment are the best person to make a new video. A video that's outside of that, that has all the important information, that tells people exactly what they can do to fix the problem. That is the kind of quality, that is the standard, that is the higher standard I want for these charity videos, which is a weird thing to say, but I feel like it's okay to want to have a better standard for charity videos. Because you need to have good information in these things, otherwise they're useless. And with this better information, we can stop this stupid cycle of outrage that we have, because instead of just getting outraged by things, we'll start to be logical. We'll actually be like, oh, that's how I can fix this problem that I'm currently mad about. I should do that. Now, this is the part of the video where I'm going to just cover my own ass, whatever. So if everything that I've said previously is the important information stuff, this is just the whatever. So if you want to sign off now, sayonara. This part's not really that important unless you want to be angry at me. Now, none of the stuff that I do on this channel is for charity. Just so far, that's how it's been. I haven't done any work for charity. I am working on making entertainment stuff. Now, all of the practices that are previously mentioned, the making videos that have very high shareable count, having videos that make you want to go and look at the other videos that have been made on the channel and stuff, that's all stuff that I do. That's all stuff that this channel takes advantage of. But I'm not doing it in the name of a charity. I'm doing it in the name of myself. So all of these sort of greedy aspirations and stuff, they're on me. Those are my things. That's all on my name. And yes, that is bad in a way, but I do want to make this how I make my living. I want to be able to sustain myself on these videos while also providing an entertaining 10 minutes a week. So yes, you can definitely say that I'm being hypocritical in the things that I'm saying here today. And yeah, I get that, but also I'm not tarnishing the name of charities. I'm just making videos, buds. you know, yes, you can say that the things I make on this channel because of that are hypocritical. And I understand that the nature of the LMMF videos do kind of give off a weird sort of charity community vibe. And yeah, that's possibly a bad thing because I'm possibly taking moments out of your week that you could be using to help charitable organizations. But I don't think that your life and everyone's life should be about charity. You should get a few minutes out of your day where you can look at some little loud gas bag child yell asking to be famous and whatnot because hey, why not? You've got to have some downtime. Let me and the other people who make sketches, who make daily vlogs, who make let's plays, who make that stuff, who make entertainment products, be your 10 minutes or how many minutes off you want a week. But when it comes to things that are trying to incentivize you to do good in the world, there should be a standard. I think where the hypocrisy lies and my sort of mental gymnastics to say that I'm not being hypocritical lies solely in the intention of the videos. My videos don't intend to profit off charity. My videos intend to profit off my creativity or my hilarity. And I'm not trying to make you have that sort of heart reaction of, oh, there are problems in the world and there are people who are suffering, we should help. I'm trying to profit off, hey, look at that dumb kid. I can understand if you still think what I'm saying is hypocritical or that my videos aren't worth your time, and that's fine. That's completely fine. If you think you should spend your time doing something better than watching my videos, I fully agree that that would be a better way to be a human, but I'm not going to tell you to do that, and I'm not going to suggest that people should do that, because live your life the way you want to live your life. Just be aware of the way that content makes you feel, and be aware of the way that content creators might be forcing you to feel. You feel? Because there are some people out there who might be doing bad things, but pretending that they're doing good things. I'm not pretending I'm doing a good thing. Wow, this end bit really does suck. See you guys.